Well, the onset of fall weather, Coach, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the San Francisco 49ers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready! 60 or. Cut. Christone, Travis. Switch. Check three. Check. Leo. Fight.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And some room to maneuver. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 51 yards on the ground.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone.
Check 24. Chance. He's crossing.
Hard. Big grip.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They find some open field here. Well, they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That good for 22 and a first down.
They gashed him in a big way on that last run, and defense fortunate to tackle him on the 2-yard line, but doesn't necessarily mean that there's something wrong with the defense's plan. And that's the one thing the coordinator has to do to make sure the confidence stays high. Okay, sometimes they're going to get a big play against us. That doesn't mean we change everything and abandon our game plan, but now they have to stiffen and try and keep him out of the end zone.
Here we go. 10 Lobo. Hey. High 7.
54 mark.
Go.
From the gun, Hawley. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Lewis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Ready? 18, Gator.
Watching the guard. I got you.
Shoot.
Throwing on first down. Patterson. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. And the catches for him, they just keep piling up. Charles, that's now 1,031 catches for his career. Ties him with Steve Smith.
Yeah, and he plays the game the same way Steve did, with pride, with determination, some would say with anger. And that edge has given him the ability to catch 1,031 passes.
Back to throw. Patterson. This one caught by Ridley. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Patterson. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Well, I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
Check, 59.
On 1st and 10, Patterson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. No. Off. Shoot.
Ready.
To throw again. Patterson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers, change up their timing, they're just going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a pillow back there for him, all right? As a defensive guy, they've got to dump him on his backside a few times, shake things up.
Yeah, they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here on this first series.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Niners' 28-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give them 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Down. 60 outlaw.
Get that
On 1st down, Dillon. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Patterson. And he will find his man on the outside. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And this one is right through. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
On first down, Hawley gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11.
Watch the shift! Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch the shift.
Look, squeeze.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. You don't see that a ton, do you? Where the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Bravo.
52, Mike 52. Let's go, D.
Cut.
We got to step it up.
Bam.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Bengals 3, 49ers nothing.
Ready.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Let's go. Mike 52, Mike 52.
Rock it.
You. Watch the air.
Get it.
Operating from the gun. Hawley. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 39. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL?
Ready.
The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
At the Bengals 30-yard line.
Ready.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. 2nd down and inches. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Here we go. Set. 60 yards.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Ready.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Hauling, and that will be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that right there is something we've seen, I don't know, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
Here's Dillon. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Right here, right here.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A Bengal 1st down on the 16-yard pickup there.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Patterson. And finding the tight end Hooper. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, wahoo!
Mixon. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Down. 15, line it. 15 line. Pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up. 2.
On 3rd down, here's Peyton. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their time. Timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And his kick here is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
Yeah, they'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's second and inches at the 31-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
22 Jet Bomber, 22 Jet Bomber. Slam. Under 10, under 10, 10. Spit.
McCaffrey following the penalty. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
Get him, boy.
A gain of 2 brings up.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Your trip is here.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Go.
Turn up. Kill, turn up.
You're out. Turn up.
Here's Neal. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Here we go. 60 or.
Yo.
Ready.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hawley. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
61, matchbox lights. Come.
56 is Mike. 56 is the mic. Bring it.
Now.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
First down.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Patterson. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but it's going to be 2nd down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Patterson, nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
50's the mark. 50's the mark.
Go.
Tighten up.
Hey, lock it.
Check it out, Reed. Watch quick.
Lee Griffin.
Operating from the gun. Patterson. He wants it all for the end zone. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Fourth down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they take the lead here as it's now 9-6. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. They go.
Throwing on first down. Holly. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run.
It's a gain of 13. Brings up 3rd and 9.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd.
Here I come. Here I come. Let's go. Come on. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Go. Switch. Switch. Check 9. Check 9. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill, kill. Oh.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you field a kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're Bringing it out or not, sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. A big play there for Cincinnati. 83 yards. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to 1st and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. 2nd and 1. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Willie Snead, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, break.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Come on, D. Switch. Check 99.
Look at me. Go.
2nd and 4. Buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Play 57. Mike, 56. Cut.
56.
From the gun, Hawley. And the pressure gets to him again. Nick Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now here's Michael Dixon, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 36-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try to cut down the length of the drive.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It's second down.
Kill. He's checking.
Defense.
Back to throw. Patterson. And that'll be incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Mike's 50. Ready? Check. Rush in. Jim. Kill.
Look, squeeze.
Kill.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Patterson. Caught by Jones. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Niners will take over at the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
So first and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Hawley. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6.
Hey, Charlie.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. 56 to Mike.
2nd and 6. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
We play to win. Let's go.
49ers first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Come on, set. 70, Indy. Cut.
On 1st and 10, Hawley. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Check. Fresno.
Fair. Ready.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Oh, he's got some breathing. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And the Bengals grab it. And they have possession. And they have it at the 38-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Hey, come General West.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Again, it's Mixon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the Bengals on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Patterson. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
It's our time.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now, Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever.
Rock it.
Check. Crunch.
Operating from the gun, Patterson. It's caught over the middle, Hooper. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what are you, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, Zoo.
52, Mike 52. Not today, you are. Not today. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Okay, double up, double up, double up.
Go.
Mike 52.
Get it.
From the gun, Holly. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Four receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5.
Out, 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 out. 6-6, pull it high.
Kill, kill, kill.
Let's go.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a 1st down with some nice running.
Set up. 18, Gator. Go. Set up.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Dante Pettis, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
16, 49ers 13.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough 1st downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
61, matchbox lights. Now.
To throw on 2nd down, Patterson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Go. Hey.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. I'm scared.
Operating from the gun, Patterson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get your reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded at about the 28. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. They are, by the way, into the fourth quarter now in Oakland. And it's the Bills that have added to their lead. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now? Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now Jackson. Looking left side and he's got a man. It's Hodges. 7 yards there and a first down. Throwing now is Jackson. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Ready?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Switch it.
Hey, Alpha.
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56. Yeah. Check 24. Check 24.
Five.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Nick Bosa in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. The Bengals with 2 extra DBs, a nickel look on third.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
He's crossing. He's checking crack.
Hey, orbit.
Mike, 56, right there, right
Five. Hey, Sam off. Keep dribbling.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. two huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on second down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die fourth down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They are just brimming with it right now.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Go.
So that'll back them up 5. And how about this? Fourth and long, and they're going to go for it.
He's coming. We got double up.
Hey, foxtrot.
Check 56. What's the run? They're running it. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Look at me. Go.
On fourth down, Holly. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's put that team on the bus.
The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for Cincinnati, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Niners, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.